I had walked through rooms so full of people, I felt invisible. Smiled at every face and still gone home to an empty soul. The world moves fast and loud and nobody slows down enough to see the one who's holding everything together while he's falling at the seam. I have worn so many versions of myself to fit the space that some days I don't recognize the man behind my face. But there is a God who knew me before my mother heard my cry, who counted every detail of my being before I opened eyes, who knows the number of the hairs upon my head today, who knew the road I'd walk before I learned to find my way. Not a distant God who manages the universe from far, but a God who knows the difference between who I am and who Heaven knows my name, not just the one I carry for the world to see and claim. Heaven knows my name, the one beneath the surface, the one inside the frame. Hey! Heaven knows my name, when I am lost inside the crowd and nobody knows I came. Yeah. Heaven knows my name, the God of all creation stopped to learn my name. Heaven knows my name. I think about the shepherd who left 99 behind, not for the strongest in the flock, but for the one hard to find. He didn't send a helper, didn't delegate the search. He went himself into the dark because that one had worth. And when he found it, he didn't lecture it about the leaving. He put it on his shoulders and came home rejoicing. That is the God who knows my name in every season that I face, who doesn't love a category but loves a specific face, who saw Hagar in the wilderness and called her by her name, who told her where she'd been and where she'd go before she came. The God who stopped for Zacchaeus in a crowd that pressed and surged and called him by his name before he had a chance to serve. Heaven knows my name, not just the one I carry for the world to see and claim. Hey. Heaven knows my name, the one beneath the surface, the one inside the frame. Hey. Heaven knows my name, when I am lost inside the crowd and nobody knows I came. Hey. Heaven knows my name, the God of all creation stopped to learn my name. Hey. You knew me in the making before the world had given me a role to fill, a part to play. You knew the days that would undo me. You knew the nights I'd lose my way. You knew the prayers I'd pray in silence that I'd never say out loud to any living soul. Then you prepared a love specific, tailored to the exact dimensions of this whole. You don't love me as a number, you don't love me as a category or a cause. You love me as the person, with the specific and the ordinary and the flaws. You love the version nobody sees when the room is looking on. The version that shows up in the quiet after everyone is gone. So when the world forgets my name, or never learned it from the start. When I am sitting in a crowd and invisible at heart, I will remind myself of what the evidence has always shown, that the God who made the stars took time to make sure I was known. Not known the way a database collects a name and files it far, but known the way a father knows exactly who his children are. Heaven knows my name, not just the one I carry for the world to see and claim. Heaven knows my name, heaven knows my name, the one beneath the surface, the one inside the frame. Heaven knows my name. When I am lost inside the crowd and nobody knows I came, heaven knows my name. The God of all creation stopped to learn my name. Heaven knows my name, every broken syllable of it. He knows my name. Before I had the language to say it myself, He knows my name. In the room where nobody sees me, He knows my name. In the season where I barely know it myself, heaven knows my name. Heaven knows my name. Not just who I'm trying to be, but who I actually am. Heaven knows my name. Heaven knows my name. I used to think I was the one doing all the chasing, running after something I could never quite hold down. But when I stop and look at every road that I've been tracing, I see footprints that were never mine, following me around. Every close call that I walked away from breathing, every moment where it should have gone a different way, something I can only call the goodness of a God who's always seeing, has been running at my heels through every single day. I think about the mornings that I woke up without knowing that the day had been arranged before I opened up my eyes. The doors that opened when I had no business going, and the ones that closed to keep me from a well-disguised. I didn't always see it in the moment that it happened. I was too consumed with what I thought I was without. But looking back, the evidence is harder to imagine. Is anything but goodness chasing down my every route. Goodness running after me. Every road I walk, it's been right there behind. Goodness running after me. The mercy and the kindness of a God I couldn't outrun if I tried. Surely goodness shall follow me all the days of my life. Goodness running after me, and I am finally learning how to let it catch me me every time. Goodness running after me. This is the God who prepares a table in the middle of the pressure, who anoints the head of someone still surrounded by the fight, who doesn't wait until the battle's done to pour out all his treasure, but sets the feast right in the middle of the night. This is the God whose eye is on the sparrow in its falling, whose hand is underneath before the branch gives way, who hears the prayer before the praying and the calling, and sends the answer moving before you even pray. I have run from this goodness thinking I was not deserving. I have hidden from this kindness like it couldn't know my name. I have sabotaged the blessing when I felt it was too certain, convinced that love this steady had to come with hidden pain. But goodness doesn't chase you down to hold it over your head. It doesn't follow you to keep a record of the dead. It follows you because that's what this kind of love has always done. It followed you before you started running, and it's following you still. So I am learning how to walk a little slower, in the knowing that behind me there is something that I never have to earn. Learning how to let the grace catch up without me slowing, and receive the daily mercies without waiting for my turn. Every morning is a mercy I did not manufacture. I did not manufacture. Every breath inside this body is a gift I didn't buy. Every season that I made it through became a new chapter, written by a goodness that refused to say goodbye. Goodness running after me. Every road I walk, it's been right there behind. Goodness running after me. The mercy and the kindness of a God I couldn't outrun if I tried. Surely goodness, yeah, follow me all the days, all the days, all the days of my life. Goodness, goodness running after me. And I am finally learning how to let it catch me every time. Goodness running after me all the days of my life. Goodness and mercy all the days of my life, following close behind. I couldn't outrun, Lord, I tried. I couldn't outlast. It was there every time. Goodness running after me. Goodness, goodness running after me. Goodness all the days of my life. Goodness running after me. I turned the news on this morning, and I had to turn it off. The world outside my window carrying more than it can hold. Every headline was a heaviness I didn't have the strength to cross, and fear was selling everything and running hot and cold. Nations moving like a restless sea that can't find shore, and the ones who used to have the answers don't have them anymore. I sat inside the silence of a world that's coming loose, and ask myself if anyone still holds this thing together. But then I thought about the impact that have risen and have gone. Every throne that looked eternal that the ground eventually swallowed whole. The kingdoms built on violence that convinced themselves they'd carry on. And the God who watched them crumble still sat holy and in control. Pharaoh had an army, and the sea was at their back. And the God of 12 bare tribes made a road where there was none. Every power that has ever tried to write God off the map has ended up a footnote while his kingdom carries on. The king still reigns over everything the headlines say, and everything that breaks. The king still reigns over every throne and every empire that the earth has tried to make. The king still reigns, not from a distance, but from a throne that has no end. The king still reigns. When the ground is shaking underneath, he is steady once again. The king still reigns. This is the God who holds the water in the hollow of his hand, who measured out the heavens with the span of just his fingers, who set the boundaries of the ocean, and it does what he commands, who spoke the morning into being, and the morning still delivers. He is not pacing heaven like a God who lost the thread. He is not wringing hands above a world that caught him by surprise. Every sparrow that is falling, he already knew ahead, and he rules above the chaos with completely open eyes. So what does that mean for the trembling ones who watch the news and wonder if the story has an end? It means the God who parted waters for the barefoot and the young is the same God who is parting what you're walking through right now again. It means the peace that passed all understanding is not poetry. It is a gift from someone who has every reason to be calm. It means that you can lay the weight of all of this uncertainty into the hands that hold the universe without the slightest qualm. I am not saying that the pain out there is not real pain. I am not saying close your eyes and pretend the world is fine. But I am saying there is someone sovereign in the rain who has not lost a single moment of this moment of time. The same voice that told the storm on Galilee to cease is speaking over everything that has you shaken at the core. And the answer to the chaos was never more information. It was always knowing who is standing at the door. The king still reigns over everything the headlines say and everything that breaks. The king still reigns over every throne and every empire that the earth has tried to make. The king still reigns now. The king still reigns, not from a distance, but from a throne that has no end. The king still reigns. Oh, when the ground is shaking underneath, he is steady once again. The king still reigns. He reigned before the mountains. He reigned before the sea. He reigned before the nations. He is reigning over me. The king still reigns through the fire and the flood, through the shaking and the fear, through the headlines and the heartbreak. The king is still right here. The king still reigns. The king still reigns. The king still reigns. Heaven and earth may pass away, but the King still reigns. The King still reigns. There are nights that carry weight that the morning can't explain, where the things I've done come back to find me in the dark again. Not the small regrets that fade with just a little bit of sleep, but the ones that carve themselves so deep, they're mine to keep. I have laid inside that darkness, running through the list. Every name I let down, every moment that I missed. And the night has a particular way of making wrongs feel permanent, like the light was never coming back, and this was what I meant. But this is the God who met Moses after he had taken a life, and still put his name on him and called him to the fight. This is the God who used the hands of David after all that David did, who looked at what was broken and still called it where he lived. This is not a God who stands at a comfortable distance from the mess, who only works with people who have kept a spotless record of the rest. This is the God who walks into the middle of the worst of it and calls it raw material instead of calling it a pit. Grace bigger than the night, bigger than the darkness that I built around my name. Grace bigger than the night, reaching into places that the morning light can't claim. Grace bigger than the night, it doesn't need the sun to rise before it starts to move. Grace bigger than the night, was already in the darkness working something I can't prove. Grace bigger than the night. I have heard the voice of condemnation, I know how it begins. It speaks in second person like it's somebody else's sins, but then it shifts and uses every detail that it knows, and builds a case so thorough that the door to mercy closes. But there is a righteousness that isn't mine, that covers what I've done, that doesn't minimize the wrong, but says the price has been begun. A love that looked at everything I was and everything I'd be, and chose the cross before I chose a single thing that set me free. The night is not the final word. The night has never had the final word. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And the God who made the morning made it knowing what the night would hold. He made the dawn with you in mind, with your specific darkness, your specific shame, your specific list. And he said, even this, even here, even now, my grace is bigger. So I am learning how to bring the night to God before it settles, to open up the darkness like a wound that needs the air, not to perform my brokenness or make it sound like metal, but to lay it in the hands of one who's never been unprepared, because the grace that met me in my worst has never changed its size. It was bigger than the night before I even opened eyes, and it will be standing after every darkness I go through. The same grace, the same morning, the same God making all things new. Grace bigger than the night, bigger than the darkness that I built around my name. Grace bigger than the night, reaching into places that the morning light can't claim. Grace bigger than the night, it doesn't need the sun to rise. Before all that David did, who looked at what was broken and still called it where he lived. Hey, it doesn't need the sun to rise before it starts to move. Grace bigger than the night was already in the darkness, working something I can't prove. Grace bigger than the night, bigger than my worst mistake, bigger than the shame I made, bigger than the night I built, bigger than the carried guilt. Grace bigger than the night, grace bigger than the night, grace bigger than the night, grace bigger than the night. Weeping may endure, but joy is coming in the morning. Grace is already there, grace is already moving in the middle of your darkest night. Grace bigger than the night, grace bigger than the night. Before the morning knew its name, he was already there. Before the mountains found their place, he filled the endless air. Before the ocean learned its shore, and before the stars were hung, before the first breath ever broke the silence, holy was the one. He did not become majestic, he has always been this way, the same in every century, the same beyond our days. No beginning to his glory, and no ending to his throne. Holy is the one who has never not been holy, and has never been alone. The seraphim that stand before him cover up their face, because even sinless beings cannot take in all his grace. They do not tire of the chorus they have sung since time began. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God of all lands. The mountains melt like wax before the presence of this King. The heavens are declaring what no human tongue can bring. In all of creation, from the deepest sea to highest place, is bending toward the gravity of his eternal face. changes not with time. Holy is the one before whose face the morning bows and calls itself a sign. Holy is the one. He spoke and emptiness became a universe of weight. He breathed and what was formless found a purpose and a fate. He named the stars by number, and not one of them has slipped from the hand that set them burning with the power of his lips. The same hand that holds galaxies in perfect, steady place is the hand that formed this body and this unremarkable face. And the fact that he who made all things would turn to look at me is the most staggering and holy thing that I will ever see. There are no words in any language that arrive at what he is. Every metaphor falls short, every image misses this. Holy is a word we borrow for a concept we can barely hold. The fire that does not consume itself, a story never fully told. He is other than the highest thing that human thought has reached. He is further than the furthest point that human prayer has breached. And yet he chose to make himself knowable to us. That is not just holiness, that is holiness and love. Isaiah saw him high and lifted in the year the king had died. And the glory of his garment filled the temple edge to side. And the prophet fell undone before the beauty of this sight, saying, I am just a man of dust before this blinding light. But the coal that touched his lips did not destroy what it had found. It purified the very thing that holiness had called and crowned. That is what this holy God has always done with broken clay. He does not step away from dust. He makes the dust his dwelling place. Oh, holy is the Lord. Holy is the Lord God Almighty. Holy, holy, the whole earth is full of his glory. Holy in the morning, holy in the morning, holy in the night, holy in the night, holy in the silence, holy in the fight, holy in the fight, holy before time, holy after time, holy after time. Holy is the one, worthy of every song, worthy of every song, every breath, every moment. Holy is the one. Holy is the one. Holy is the one.
I have looked for love in places that were never built to last, in the arms of understanding that were gone before the morning passed, in the promises of people who meant every word they said, until the weight of who I was made them choose a different road instead. I have chased the kind of comfort that the world said I deserved, and found myself more hollow than before I had the nerve. I have sat inside the silence of a love that walked away, and wondered if there was a love that actually chose to stay. I'm not saying that the love of people is not real. I am not saying that the ones who stayed did not matter in the deal. But there is a difference between the love that tries its very best and the love that knew the worst of me and never left. There is a difference between the love that weathers certain storms and the love that was already there before the world was formed. One love has limits even when it's trying not to. The other one has never found a limit it could get to. Ain't no love like yours, Lord. Ain't no love that reaches this far down. Ain't no love like yours, Lord. Ain't no love that stays when everything is falling to the ground. The world will offer something and then take it back again. But you love me at my ugliest, and you love me even then. Ain't no love like yours. Ain't no love like yours. I have felt the warmth of mornings when the world was being kind, when the circumstances lined up and I had some peace of mind. And I have mistaken comfort for the faithfulness of God, and praised Him for the sunshine while forgetting all the hard. But then the season shifted and the comfort disappeared, and I found out what was holding me was God and not the year. Because blessings come and go like weather through the door, but the one who sends the blessings never changes at the core. The God who watched His Son go to the place none of us would go did not do that for a people He was only getting to know. He did that for the broken and the wandering and the wrong. He did that for the ones who couldn't hold themselves for long. He did that before we knew enough to even ask Him to. That is not a calculated love. That is a love that's true. A love that left the throne and wore the dust of human skin, just to find a way to bring the wandering ones back in. Ain't no love like yours, Lord. Ain't no love that reaches this far down. Ain't no love like yours, Lord. Ain't no love that stays when everything is falling to the ground. The world will offer something and then take it back again. But you love me at my ugliest, and you love me even then. Ain't no love like yours. Ain't no love like yours. Whoa. Nothing in this world compares, not the deepest human bond or the most devoted prayer, not the love a mother carries or a father tries to show. Beautiful as those, oh Lord, they still have room to go. But your love has no ceiling, and your love has no floor. It was before the beginning, and it'll be standing after more. You loved me before I had a name, before I had a reason, and before I had a claim. You love me in the making, Lord. You love me in the fall. You love me in the wandering. You love me most of all. I used to think that love was something I had to earn somehow, that if I got it right enough, the love would come around. But your love is not a ladder that I climb with better days. Your love was at the bottom waiting while I found my way. That is not a love that any market sells or any song explains. That is a love that has no human category or refrain. That is a love that chose the cross before I chose anything. That is a love that is the reason that I still have breath to sing. Ain't no love like yours, Lord. Ain't no love that reaches this far down. Oh, ain't no love like yours, Lord. Ain't no love that stays when everything is falling to the ground. The world will offer something and take it back again, but you love me at my ugliest, and you love me even then. Ain't no love like yours. Ain't no love, ain't no love like yours. I think about the prodigal who came home carrying his choices, and the father who ran toward him before he found his voice. I think about the woman at the well who had been through everyone, and the God who sat with her at noon and called her the right one. I think about the fisherman who swore he'd never fall, and how Jesus made him breakfast on the shore after it all. Every story is the same love, wearing different faces, showing up in all the